Hey there, it's Michael with the Adsense Challenge at adsensechallenge.net. And today, what I worked on, I think yesterday I mentioned I got about 23 domain names, which, when I actually took stock of what I've got, I was really surprised at the number. Um, Not every one of them, though, lends itself to AdSense, and the ones that do are the ones that have a keyword that I could focus on specifically for that particular site. Like for this purposes of an example, the AdsenseChallenge.net. If I was going to put AdSense on it, it'd be a good site to do that because it has AdSense in the URL. Now, I don't believe, from what I read with Google's terms of service, that I could actually put AdSense on this site because it's a trademarked name, even though I don't spell it the way they do. Just better not to risk my AdSense account without asking for permission, but I've got a bunch of other sites that have terms in them that I can focus on. And so the first step for me is to go in and make sure that I've got them all set up. I've got them all ready to go to put content on. And then once I've got them ready to go, start writing articles so that I can continue to build my content. That's really the first thing you got to do. I mean, you can think you want to make money with AdSense right away, but until you got some content, you really can't. You can't make any money. Now, I've made some money right now with very little content, surprisingly, and very few backlinks. And in reading Grizz's stuff over at makemoneyforbeginners.blogspot.com, one of the posts that I read on his site basically said, you could probably rank for a lot of terms just by the content on your own site. So, what I'm going to try and do is spend a lot of my time just putting a lot of content on and see where that gets me ranked. And then once I know how strong the keyword is based on whether I can get ranked or not, that'll really tell me what I'm going to need in terms of backlinks. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time up front going to get backlinks here or there. At first, I'm just going to make sure I got all my sites ready and I get in the habit of putting content on them so I can have as many pages out there that might potentially earn me money. Uh, I have one domain that doesn't have a keyword in it that I'm going to kind of experiment with to see if I can have different words in the post titles to kind of get those to rank. And that's kind of an experiment. And really, that's all you're going to have to do with AdSense is you're going to have to test and basically find out yourself what works for you. You can take the advice that you find on the internet, most of which isn't very good. Grizz is probably the best out there, along with Mark and Cord over to Keyword Academy. And you got to run with it. You got to try it, and then you got to test and see what works because every single niche is different, and you don't know what's really going to be required. But I will say it appears to me that many people are trying to do exactly what we're trying to do. So you're not alone in trying to do it. That means you're going to have some competition. But I really wouldn't worry about that because I think in the end, whoever works at it the hardest, the longest, is probably going to come out on top. And work ethic and trying to continue something that you started is probably not something that everybody has. So if you can just stick with it, and that's what we're going to try and do here with the AdsenseChallenge.net, is to try and every day move a little step farther and put together some sort of system to manage it all so that it's something that's doable that you can get done. So anyway, I hope you're continuing with me on the challenge. If you are, make sure you introduce yourself in the comments. And an update today on revenue. No AdSense revenue today. So there are days like that where I don't get any. I got some impressions. I know I got some traffic, but not a huge amount. So it's not really that surprising. So good luck to you. See you next time on the AdSense Challenge.